only promote the truth.
Man, y'all know we're going in. Y'all know we're going in to finish this up strong. So y'all see this title. I don't think I've ever done this one. Brother Bill, have I ever done Revelation 22, the entire chapter? The realest revelation. Hazum, chapter 22. Have I ever done that, Brother Bill? Family? Jesse? Y'all tell me. Have I ever done it? I don't know. I was quiet because I was working with the team. And the team was telling me all kind of good stuff they're working on in the background. Let me make a few notes here so I can remember what they told me to talk to y'all about. Hold on. This is deep. Everything we're doing means something to the kingdom. All right, so Brother Bill said he don't think I have. The entire chapter, I'm going to do it. Brother Bill, I got quiet. I got real quiet. Brother Bill, I want to be able to message you, but you ain't engaged on that messaging system yet. You got to get connected on the messaging system, Brother Bill, because we can communicate with you quicker. Send an email to info@promotethetruth.com. I want you to come in just real quick. Brother Bill, Overseer Brother Bill. He's an overseer. There's another overseer that Yahuwah gave me today. Quiet. Y'all understand? You got to be quiet with Yahuwah. Like you be fired up. Y'all see me, I'm passionate. Y'all going, Jay, quiet? Yeah, man. Brother Robert, love you. I see you. I see you coming, Brother Robert. Y'all see me passionate, fired up. I'll be like yelling and screaming. Sometimes I get into it. And guess what? I'm from the professional sports background. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button, by the way. Hold on. Y'all over there? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you hadn't hit the like button, we can't even start. You got to do the basics. You got to do the basics. When you come in and you say, like if you walk into somebody's house, what are you gonna say? Hey, thank you. Hey, how you doing? That's how you do when you come into PTT's community. You come into the house, you just hit the like button. That's just automatic. Otherwise, you shouldn't come in here. What else are you doing? Are you like hating, perpetrating, observing to what? It's not gonna hurt. Here's what I love about YouTube. You can unlike it. Brother Bill, come in here real quick. Send an email. I want you to come in just for a few seconds while we're warming up. I talked to Overseer Daniel Bakote earlier. He got a nice business, man. He got a nice business. Yahuwah brought him through so much. He's been on the outer skirts today. I ain't heard much from Overseer Daniel, but he talked to me during the break. I couldn't talk to him long because I'm always busy during the break. So y'all understand, when I do these, it's a lot happening because I'm dealing with the team because we got a lot of stuff happening. They're always, the Promote the Truth team always honors the community. And they do their best to keep everybody organized, everybody on track. That's it. They do their best. Greg, was that your settings? Because the team said Gregory Crocker, he couldn't comment on Facebook. Was that your settings? It wasn't us. Hit that like button. Because here's what I like about it, Sister Donna. If all of a sudden you go, no, this ain't for me, you can unlike it. Rosie, never, ever ask. All y'all that are like asking for stuff, stop. Because you can work, you can ask Yahuwah, he's going to enlarge you. Yahuwah Mashiach, when he was here as Yahusha, he said, you will always have the poor among you. Y'all remember that? He said, you're always going to have the poor among you. Do y'all remember that? How many of y'all remember that? Who remembers you're going to always have the poor among you? Anybody remember it? What do y'all think that means? He's saying, look, because they were like, what about this? What about this? What about these poor people? We got to focus on the people that are begging and they're poor and they need this. And Yahuwah Mashiach said, you're going to always have them among you. And the issue, but most people don't get, is they don't ever have to be poor. Deontay, Blake, they do not have to be poor. Yamani, people act like poor was destined on them. Jesse, Norman, Catherine, Lorena, send an email to info@promotethetruth.com. I want you to come on real quick. I'm getting a strong vibration from my sister Lorena. Send an email to, if you want to come on. You don't have to. If you're going to come on this live, you see how people come on the live? Now Yahuwah has put on my heart Lorena Melgoza. Send an email to Promote the Truth. info@promotethetruth.com. Queen, you will always have the poor among you. But the poor, they don't realize they don't have to be poor. You're not born in, I should say this. You're not, when you're born, if you're born into poverty, me. If you're born into poor, me. I was born into poverty, into poor. That's not something that's destined on me. I don't have to be poor. I can choose to get out of poor. Poor is a mentality. I don't know if y'all can handle this. It already got hot, Brother Joe. This thing done got hot already. Dang. Brother Bill, they told me they sent you the link. They told me they sent you the link. I want Sister Lorraine to get in here. Sister Yamani, if you're at home, stable, come in right now. If you're at home in a stable location, everybody here, by the way, if you ever get invited here, I want to tell everybody, if you ever get invited here, only accept it if you're in a high speed internet. If you're driving out on the road, I wouldn't come in here because you're dealing with set apart ground. Poor, Brother Larry, is a state of mind. You don't have to be poor because if Yahuwah's in you, he's rich. So imagine you walking around with a gang of gold in your house. A gang. You got half your house filled up with gold and you never go cash any of it in. You don't do it. Brother Bill, hang tight. I'm going to bring your money in here, then I'm going to bring you. All right? Shake your head. All right. So, Brother Bill, got it. All right. Your money coming in first. Your money.
Hey.
Ain't nobody got to be poor.
That's right.
I hear
Nope.
me in your background. Is that Benjamin over there?
Oh, yes. Babe, turn it down some, please.
What'd you think about the first two sessions? I know you were traveling today. Get stable. You know what to do from now.
Yes.
The reason I wanted to bring you on, sis, and by the way, give me some hugs. I mean, I wish I could just hug my sis. Because, literally, me and Yamani are really, really, really like brothers and sisters.
Like twins.
It's kind of, yeah, like twins. It's kind of crazy, right? Same complexion, all that. It's crazy. And then when we met each other in Colombia, we were like, what were Yamani? We were like,
Yes.
and your husband, my brother, He was like, man, y'all like really connected at that level.
Yes, yes.
All right, sis, Yahuwah has called you out of the field, because those people been working with me for years that promote the truth.
Mm.
But he called you out of the field to go review the Tanakh as it's being translated. Give a report to the Kahal raw. I don't know what you're gonna say. What you gonna say? Say it. Tell everybody what the Tanakh. What's going on? What you
Ooh.
realize?
I have to say, Brother Jay, I have no idea how you get in those trenches and do the translations like you do. Because me just reading it, after you've done the translation, it takes me to another whole level. Like I'm there. As I read it, I'm there with them, experiencing.
Is it a because you always said you wanted to really experience a real Old Testament like a Tanakh? Are you going?
Yes.
Are you? I don't know. And listen, me and Yamani, from the time Yahuwah told me she's supposed to be a reviewer, and there's about to be 2 more reviewers, by the way, that join you. Yahuwah
Yeah.
been talking to me today. Brother Daniel's about to become a reviewer. The 2
Ooh.
overseers are coming in. Brother Daniel's gonna be a reviewer, and Brother Bill's gonna be in there with you.
All right
You better
now.
help them
Come
understand
on
what's
now.
about to happen. Tell them what's gonna happen, Yamani.
You about to get taken to another whole level. I mean, it was like I was right there. I was feeling the fear. I was feeling every emotion that the children were feeling.
Yahuwah ain't playing. Yamani, Yahuwah ain't playing, is he?
What? No, Yahweh don't play. He don't play now. And then, he's very meticulous. So if there's anything that's chaotic, that's not from Yahweh.
No.
He's very precise. Because those instructions that he gave them for those sacrifices, this is what I was reading last night, and I felt like I
Right.
was floating. I felt like
Right.
I was floating in space. I was like there with them. They're very uh, meticulous.
Mhm.
He's got a process for everything. If they sinned and didn't know they sinned, and if they sinned and didn't know they and it was different for each person. So if they sinned and didn't know they sinned for the priest, if they sinned and didn't know they sinned for, one of the commoners. I mean, it was
Right.
just very specific. And it just took me. I was there. Every emotion that they felt, I was feeling it. It was like I was right there in spirit land with them. Man, it's amazing. I'm so honored. I'm so grateful to be able to be a part of this. I mean, this is amazing.
All
This is
right, now,
amazing,
okay. So if anybody's wondering if your brother and the team is translating, what do you say to him?
man. They translating like they just pushing them out. Boom, 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 boom.
What? Okay, so you're part of a private group, and you'll get an announcement when something new's uploaded, right?
Yes,
What do you
yes,
think
and
when
I
you see
think
it?
we've gotten at least 2 within the last day or so.
2 more batches, right? They come in
Yeah,
batches, 5 to
batches,
10.
right? Batches, several chapters, several.
So your mind,
Yeah,
I don't know. I wanted everybody to kind of hear from you. What's going on? I haven't talked to Yamani about it because I don't have to. Yahuwah tells me who's who, and it ain't ever wrong.
yes, yes. Yahuwah, Yahuwah, Yahuwah. Woo!
So you go back and talk to. So you go back and talk to your husband. You go, What do y'all talk about after you've been in the trenches like that?
Man, I was just telling him how the same thing I was just sharing with you guys that I feel everything. Like I feel like I'm just in another world. So I can't even imagine what that's like for you when you're sitting there doing these translations and you're reading like the original writings. And I mean, I know that takes you to
Did you
a
see me breaking it down today, sis? And giving the Hebrew, like, did that help? What was you thinking through
yes,
that process? Because now
yes.
you're getting the translations from what I'm doing
Yeah,
over here.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's very helpful because the clarification that came from that verse today, between a full moon and a new moon, and what we should be doing. Because now, prior to Find and Promote the Truth, they were saying that I was with like a messianic group, and they observed new moon, but they were like, they didn't really call it a Shabbat. So
Mm.
that was some clarification there too.
That
That
that's an appointed time.
yes,
Now,
and it
now
also
listen, hey, Dewey used to do festivals on it. He'd have a big dinner. So
mhm,
I'm gonna give y'all, I'll do another, remind me, because I got like about 10, 15 different scriptures to back up that is an appointed time and a festival. Go ahead.
yes, and that's what we should be doing. Because the other thing that came to me was that that's when we should be blowing the shupar. I found out about the Shupar, and I was like, well, when are we supposed to blow this? I'm thinking it was Feast of Trumpets, but apparently it's every month,
Every new moon. Just
every
imagine.
new
Okay,
moon.
so he said he gave it as a testimony to Yusuf. Now we know that Yahuwah had major favor on Yusuf, Joseph,
Yes,
throughout because he was running all of Egypt, Matzar.
yes,
And he
yes,
told him as he was traveling, most people don't know it. He wasn't just sitting in the main city. He was traveling, established all those bins of grain and there was fights going on. He was having to dominate. And every
yeah.
month he told him, "You blow that horn."
Woo. Mm,
Now,
yeah.
Yamani, the Pharaoh didn't follow Yahuwah, Para,
Mm-mm. No.
but he gave the one that was in the power on the earth, said, "Man, hey, if I rock with him, he rode with the most high."
Yes.
So imagine he running around there, and it got so big. That's why when that one Pharaoh died and the next Pharaoh came in, he was like, "These people are gonna take us over."
Yes. Yes. I was reading that.
Right? They
Yeah.
gonna kill and he got out and they wouldn't have done it. Right? Because people of Yahuwah will not kill nobody that ain't
Right.
messing with them.
That's right.
But the
That's right.
people of Yahuwah back then, they would kill everybody that messed with them.
Yep. They didn't play either.
Hey, you read that story when they messed with the sister, right? When that old
Oh
boy wanted to
yeah.
rape the sister,
Mm-hmm.
he wouldn't rape the sister.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
Mm-hmm.
everything's
Yeah.
cool, you can have her.
Uh-huh.
You know, everybody gotta get circumcised. All the men gotta get circumcised.
And that
If
was
y'all
when
just
they
do that,
attacked.
and then what happened, Yamani? What happened?
They went in there and took them out while they were trying to heal. So went in there
They
and took
in
them
there
out.
sore, hurt, then I got grown men getting circumcised, they got took out.
Yep.
But I just love that you know that you're in there. Uh before I go ahead and consummate it, how you feel about Yahuwah speaking to me and saying, Brother Bill and Brother Daniel, Overseer Bill, Overseer they need to come in there and they can kind of oversee and comment with what's going on with the translation process. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think that's great. It's always wonderful to have an extra pair of eyes that are of Yahuwah that's gonna come through Yahuwah. So I think it's wonderful.
All right, so now
Yes.
they watching. So tell them what to expect before they come in there.
Woo. Get your get yourselves ready because that's it's some heavy stuff. It'll take you there. Like it takes you there. So be ready, Like you know, isolate yourself, get in front of that computer and read, and it'll take you to another
Do
world.
you feel like you being like transformed, like higher?
Yes. Ooh, yes,
You feel
yes.
satisfied? You feel happy?
I
Like
do.
express to the assembly. What are you feeling from getting the real word? Because you've been studying for you had all kind of translations, right?
I did. I had
And
about
what'd you
22
do with
different
them? Tell
books.
everybody what you did with them. Give a
I
testimony.
had about 22 different translations, and I got them all out the house and took them out back and put them in the fire pit.
You burn them
Burn them
up.
up. Burn them up. It was no need to keep them around. There's
So
no need to
okay,
keep
but
them
you
around.
read the heck out of them, right? You was digging
I
to get.
did, especially Old Testament, the Tanakh. So I was like, I really miss my Tanakh ever since I had burned it up, but I really miss reading, the accounts in there. And so, man, when you, Yahuwah must have heard me, because when you was like, hey, come join the review team for the Tanakh, I was like, thank you, Yahuwah. Yahuwah, Yahuwah.
And now you all the way up. This is crazy.
Yes, yes,
Well, I
I
just want you
love
to
it.
come and spend a few moments. I'm gonna bring your brother Overseer Bill in here, have him say a few. I got some surprises for y'all tonight. This is gonna be I'm gonna give y'all the word in the realest revelation, the finale, 22 of Revelation. This is the finale. I don't know why y'all put that. Your mind, I haven't even looked at it. I'm walking down the hall. He says, I want you to describe to the assembly in detail Hazun Revelation 22. I done gave y'all two Tanakhs,
Mm,
but we're doing the
mm,
Beretta Dash expansion.
mm-hmm,
By the
mm-hmm.
way, did y'all get a special email? Because there's a discount going on for all the package holders.
I did see that. I saw that. I'll be
Okay,
jumping on
before
that
your
too.
money gets off here, before I forget, because that's why I wrote a note. The team wanted me to tell you, and this is from Sister Lena. This ain't from me. Sister Lena was like, honey, because we're going to raise the price. We have to. We got it like dirt cheap. $37. You can get the Berea Dash, which is worth what? Right?
Ooh,
So the
yes,
price, like,
priceless.
like literally, we're going to raise the price of the Berea Hadash, True Scriptures. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Look, Lorena says she got a case. All right. Everybody that is a package supporter, if you go to tsinfo.org and you're at least an Opal package or higher, you should have got an email to where you're going to get I think it's 30 to 40% off, right?
Yep.
30% for
Mm-hmm.
singles,
Mm-hmm.
40% for cases.
Yep. Yep.
Y'all hear that? You gonna get
Yes.
if you get a case, you get 40% off. That's almost 50% off. Sister
Woo-hoo.
Lena said, we're going to raise the price. These people have been supporting like crazy. Let's give them one last chance to get that special discount. If you have went to tsinfo.org or if you went to tsnt.org from before, you're going to get a discount. I think it's 15 to 25%. It ain't the 30 and 40%. But you're going to at least get, if you've done some kind of support, you got an email. If you did not get an email, you send an email to info@promotethetruth.com and say, I have contributed, or I am, I not only have I contributed, I am a package member. I've reached this level, and the team will send you the codes to get that discount. Check your emails, okay? And if you didn't get it, so by the way, Yamani, give everybody a testimony because you weren't with the staff. We didn't know each other. You just
Yeah.
came in here faithful and loyal and just letting your light shine. How has the Truth team, the whole team, how have they treated you from the beginning? You've sent different emails and stuff. What?
Yes, I have. And they have been very professional. They've been courteous. They've shown nothing but love every time I've reached out to them. They have to know who they're speaking with and who they're talking with. I mean, they don't know who they're responding to if you send emails that don't address them or give a name or,
Right.
give a courteous greeting, So they're professional, and they show lots of love, and they always respond very quickly. I mean, I haven't had any problems. And you have to understand, though, that, if it takes a day or two, they'll get to it
It's a
because
little bitty team, fam.
yeah,
Yamani, it's a
yeah,
little team. And some of
yeah.
these people, they'll answer. You might get an answer like 11, 12 at night. That means somebody put the kids to bed and whatever and went over and they was checking the emails going like they really care. So treat
Yes,
treat the team with love, man.
that's
Hey,
right.
look at
I have a lot of
Beverly says she
respect.
got a case. She says she's on the case. Who gonna be on the case today and tonight? Who gonna get on the case?
Get on that
Get
case.
you a case. Why would you get a case? Did you ever get a case, your money?
I did. I got two cases. We got two cases. Me and Ben, brother Ben. Mm-hmm.
Brother Ben, get on the case. We're gonna get it rocking. We love you. We appreciate you. We honor you. We're gonna get Brother Bill in here. But any final words you want to say to the kahal, to the called out ones who chose him?
Just stay on the path. keep your eye on the prize. Do what we can do to keep the project moving because we need to get the Tanakh out as soon as possible. So, stay strong. Uh, and it's all for the kingdom of Yahuwah.
And you
Yahuwah,
see it.
Yahuwah.
You are eyewitness. You see it happen.
Yes, yes. From the very first telethon back in November of
And you're watching it.
2023.
And now you're on the review team and you see all the translation and you see it live because we have a whole live feed to where they see me and the team uploading as we translate. You see it?
Yes, 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 yes.
Whenever you get
I'll
that
be here for
notification, what do you
years.
do? What happens when you get
I'm
that
like,
notification?
whoa! I open it up and start get busy.
Oh, this is my last question for you. Like I know you're digging from Bereshit Genesis up. Do you ever
Yes,
go over there and peek in Talim and all the other books? Do you do
I haven't done it yet, but I'm catching up. Actually,
it?
I'm catching up. I'm
Your
in.
body being thankful because she got them other books out in front of her. I know you want to go over and take a peek, don't you?
I do. I've been wanting to go to Psalms now.
We love you, Imani. Y'all put some fire emojis in the chat for our
Love you
awesome sister,
guys. Yahuwah,
Imani
Yahuwah.
Thomas. Yahuwah, Yahuwah. Give my
Yeah.
brother Ben a big hug for me. I love him with all I got, and you as well. We're gonna be spending a lot of time together until we get to the kingdom and for eternity. By the way.
All right now.
All right.
Hallelujah.
We love you,
Hallelujah.
sis. Ciao, ciao.
Love you.
Woo! We ain't stopping. We got Brother Bill coming right in here right now. I'm not playing. We're going to bring them all in here. We're going to keep it rocking. I just want to get some insights from Overseer, who, by the way, he just got some special news. Did you
I
hear what I
sure
said?
did. I am salivating, and my heart is just so full of gratitude, Brother Jay. So full of
Woo!
gratitude.
Yahuwah
What?
spoke to me about
Thank you,
40
Father.
minutes ago.
Oh, thank you,
He
Father.
said, Overseer Bills to come in and oversee and watch and comment as the Tanakh's been. So you're gonna be in there till it's done. So what you feel
Oh,
about that?
thank. I am just so honored and grateful to the Father. Just so thankful. Thank you, Emissary Jay. I just am so thankful. I mean, this morning and this afternoon, listening to the lives. I'm not a Doberman. This is an analogy, family, but I felt like a Doberman with somebody coming out with a piece of filet mignon. This morning was so good. It was so good, so fresh, and for me, uh, going through the Tanakh, I am so grateful for that opportunity. I am so grateful.
So what'd you think when you were listening to Yamani? Because she's in there. She just came in the last couple of weeks. So when you saw her eyes, her energy, what was the spirit saying to you now that she's in there?
She's communing with the truth. She's communing with the set apart word. As she was speaking to you, like my spirit was just vibrating, vibrating, just full of the set apart spirit, just full of life. And and I understand in the spirit what she is saying.
All
Absolutely
right.
understand it.
You gotta give us an account. The reason I need you to come on here, I need you to give us an account. I did 2 sessions. Talim, Psalm 78 and 81. Talk to us. What happened?
Family, what really stands out with both Talim 78 and Talim 81,
81.
Yahuwah, he's the same. He's the same yesterday. He's the same today. He's the same forever. He expects us to trust him with all our heart, all our soul, all our being. He expects us to respect him and to be set apart to him, to Yahuwah, and
Facts.
only to Yahuwah. No other Elohim.
Nope.
No other Elohim. We must be set apart to Yahuwah. And how do we do that? we must know what his set apart word says. We must know. That's why the Tanakh is so important. We must know what
Brother Bill,
Yahuwah.
how can a word be set apart if it ain't true?
It can't. It can't. You can't hold on to falsehood
You can't do
and
it.
truth at the same time. It's impossible. It's either one or the other. And Yahuwah is truth. Yahuwah said it. He said, I am the way. And we have a responsibility. Brother Jay alluded to this morning. We have a responsibility to teach the way to our children and
There
their
you go.
children
There
and
you
their
go.
children. That's what got lost by our ancestors. They forgot his name.
Yep.
They forgot the way.
Yep.
Brother Jay, I am so thankful, and I'm looking forward to tonight as well. I'm just so looking forward to this. I
Hey,
relish it.
you're gonna be tore up. Now, Brother Bill, I'm gonna have to get you a little bit more technologically involved.
That's what I need help with.
All right. So, Brother Daniel gonna help you, or we're gonna send your sister Yamaya help you
Okay.
because there's a lot that happens on a certain platform. It's private.
Okay.
And there's some messages go back and forth because I'm moving. And I
Okay.
will communicate. I go, this just happened. That just happened. And I know you don't want to miss none of that.
No.
But I love you. I see you. Yahuwah told me about you.
Thank you, Father.
And I just know that you're a real one. And I want all of y'all to show honor to Brother Bill because his heart just explodes through the screen. Y'all see it. Why do you love Yahuwah, Bill?
Because he loves me. He loves me. I have no doubt he loves me. He revealed himself to me when I didn't even know how to find him. I thought I thought I was on the right path. And I kept, and I've repented of this. I mean, I have repented of this. I kept overriding his prompts for
Mm.
nearly 40 years
Woo.
by listening to men, listening to men. That's a big mistake, family.
Yep.
We must obey Yahuwah and only Yahuwah. We
Only.
are to please Yahuwah and not men. And that's why it took so long. That's why it took so long. And you know what? Yahuwah's desire is not for us to walk in the wilderness. And we need to learn, and I'm sure this is going to be confirmed to me when I'm involved in reviewing the Tanakh. We need to learn from our ancestors who forgot some things. Yahuwah rescued them out of Matzar, but many of them didn't leave Matzar.
That Brother
Many of
Bill,
them.
that trips me out. Their
Yeah.
mind didn't leave, did it, Brother Bill?
No, no. And what trips me out is how can you be ungrateful to the one who created you, who rescued you, who provided for you, and I mean made great provision, and be ungrateful? To be ungrateful and to complain like that just to me makes no sense. I mean, if someone looks after me,
Mhm.
I want to please him. I want to give my all to him and love him and show my devotion to him, which I guess is being set apart to him and no other Alachim. And I just can't, like, my head can't get around that.
You can't get
It's
around.
just
You going,
no.
he's doing all this, doing all that, and they like they going nuts. They're like, well, we want this kind of meat, Yahuwah.
Yeah,
What'd you think about that, Brother Bill?
I can't relate to it because I am I am grateful for the breath that I take in right now. I am grateful for the relationship I have with you, Emissary Jay, Brother Jay. We have not hugged physically, but
We
brother,
want
I
to.
love you, and
Love you.
I know when you and I hug, I know I'll be bawling.
Do
I'll
you
be
do you do
bawling.
you do you know Yahuwah just told me, Brother Bill, do you got a passport?
I do have a passport.
Are you able to travel to and fro?
I can travel, yes.
Yahuwah just told me that you and I are gonna meet personally in the next 2 months.
Okay.
You better write that down. I'm quiet. I'm like, huh? I was trying to stretch it. I'm like, Yahuwah, you know I'm busy. So no, within 2 months. Touch him.
Okay.
Y'all see this moment? What do you think, Brother Bill? Can you handle it?
I can handle it. This is real, family. Family, this is real. This is so real. I was meditating, and this is what I shared on a platform today with those who look at the things I post from the Truth Scriptures. I was meditating on the 8th chapter of Ramaim. Family, do you realize? Do you realize we are living out the set apart word right now? Right now. Even what you're witnessing right now here with Emissary Jay and myself, this is prophetic. This is prophetic. And
Because
you're part of,
you know that Shaul sometimes will be somewhere, Kaba will be somewhere, Yaakov, Yahuhanan. But every now and then, there we go. They pull in. They go up to Jerusalem.
yeah.
And they will hook up. And they make big decisions. Yahuwah just, I really feel it deep, Bill, in my spirit. Within 2 months, you two are supposed to touch each other. So I'm telling you, Sister Lena, she gonna contact you, and then we're gonna get on a private Zoom. We're gonna coordinate this. And can y'all imagine when y'all see a Zoom with me and Brother Bill together? What y'all gonna do? Come on, chat. Put it in the chat. What y'all gonna do when y'all see me and Brother Bill together? We're gonna do a live together, trip y'all out. Brother Bill. I don't know what to do. You gonna make me cry. Stop it.
Oh, I was trying not, like, I succeeded when I was in the green room, not crying, because like I am so full of joy. Like when I heard that Sister Yamani was going to be involved in review, I was just elated. I was so happy that my sister, who I've never met, family, I've never met Sister Yamani.
Is
I've
she a
had
real one,
one.
Bill? Bill,
She
is
is
she
a
a real
real
one?
one. She's a real one. And I've only had one interaction with Sister Yamani, one. And that was not planned. That was all set up by Yahuwah, by the set apart spirit, Yahuwah. And I love her and I know her. I know her. I know
Mm-mm.
her in the spirit. And I know
Right.
she knows, and I
So,
know
so
she knows me in the spirit,
you
just like
remember
Brother Jay
you remember
knows
that?
me in the spirit.
Because why? We were in his bosom.
Yes.
Anybody, hey, he creates everybody, but then he goes to everybody. Remember when you were here. And hardly anybody on the earth takes the time, Bill, to remember they were in the bosom.
Yes.
And they give in to the distractions of the dark side. But if
Yes.
you would be quiet for a second and you would just calm, and then here's what you got to do: you got to look at nature, look at the trees, the grass, the plants, your organs, and go, who created all this? That will
Yeah.
take you back to the bosom. That's why
Yeah.
Shaul said, because of creation, we are without excuse.
Yes.
Brother Bill, I got a special surprise for everybody that they're not, this is going to trip everybody out. This is kind of like off the grid. I'm going to bring in one of my staff members that's not in Promote the Truth. They run my businesses outside of Promote the Truth, but they honor and respect the name of Yahuwah. That's going to be different. I ain't ever done it. But people need to hear, how do you flow in the world? I want to teach y'all hands-on how I interact with the world. And when you are a leader, when you're a leader, a real leader, you're strong, the world will respect you in Yahuwah like they did with Yusuf. Brother Bill,
Yes.
the most powerful man in the world respected Yusuf. He didn't hate on Yusuf. Why?
Yes.
Because Yusuf, Joseph, was strong in who? Yahuwah.
Yes.
So the real, but the Christianity will teach you get beat down, get treated like crap. No, Yusuf didn't get beat down. His strength was in Yahuwah, and everybody said, if I hook up with him, I'll get some expansion. Last final words. Parting words to the Kahal, Brother Bill. Talk to him.
Family, this is real. This is real. We're not playing. This is real. Keep focused on the truth scriptures. Keep putting that word in yourself. Keep sowing that word into others. Stand firm. Endure. Stay in your lane and be faithful. We are warriors. We serve Yahuwah, who is also a warrior. He is also a warrior. We win this. We win this. We are going to accomplish what Yahuwah has set before us. Be faithful and be filled with gratitude. Hallelujah. Yahuwah.
Put some fire emojis in the chat for Brother Bill, because he came here and blazed this thing, and we love you, Brother Bill. You know, get
Love
ready
you.
for that. Hey, get ready for that call.
Thank
Y'all
you.
love Brother Bill. I love it, man. Y'all better, hey, stuff is happening. Spirit is moving. Do y'all know we're about to hit 200,000 subscribers within days? We're averaging around 600 subscribers per day. Per day. Why? People are tired of the fake. People are tired of what? The fake news? Well, look at the USA election. People are like, man, we ain't going for no fake. I don't agree. I don't get involved with all the politics, because I know the beast power in the world. But I also know that people are waking up going, I'm done with the fake. I'm done with the fake. I want to bring y'all in a special guest. This is somebody that's been with me for almost 29 years, since 1995. Are we going on 20 years? Are we going on 30 years? Dang, Robert, 30 years? What? I've been saying almost 20. Now, okay, now we're almost 30 years. Man, November 1995. Now, I'm going to introduce you to someone that helps run all the other divisions of companies that Lena and I have, and he's witnessed all the hell I've been through. And he's not like, you're not gonna see. Hey, I don't know what he's doing, and he will tell you. I don't press him. I don't try to force him. Nothing. He's gonna tell you, hey, he loves me. I love him. We got respect for one another, and you operate with the people of the world that way. But because I'm strong in Yahuwah, I don't move. I know he feels that, and he just so happens to be the ex-senior, capital senior, vice president of Pepsi Cola for 10 years. And he managed, you talk about Pepsi Cola, right? You got Coca-Cola, you got Pepsi Cola. His budget was 500 million a year, half a billion a year. Been to all when the Super Bowls are going, when the World Series, he's got a multi-million-dollar budget to fly people in, whatever. And I don't know what happened, but he and I became close friends. And right now, he has a major assignment from Yahuwah. Major. And I don't ever tell him that, but his job is to hold the fort for the other businesses we're doing that's going to take care of his family, but at the same time, honor. Now, he's been in the trenches with some high level stuff that I've done in Yahuwah, and he watches everything that's going on. So I want to introduce you to him because I want to teach y'all how to operate in the world with all these folks. And so I'm going to introduce you to Robert Malin. Robert!
Hey, what's up, my brother? How are you? How we doing
This is
today?
a unique thing. I don't know why, but about 2 hours ago, I heard Yahuwah speak to me and go, bring Robert and bring Scott on and let them just talk to the community. Because I know you've been set back watching, and I had to have a big talk with you, right? I said, Robert, I've been called to go do this. And I got to go translate. Now, most of this heavy weight of the company is going to fall on you. How'd you feel about that?
I was ready for it. I know how committed you are. You know, I have a belief in a higher being, and I don't believe in man-made religion either. So you know, we have a lot in common that way. But I know you, and like you said, yeah, it is going on 30 years now. And I knew that if this was something that you were so committed to, not only that, but on top of that, I saw the following that you started to have and how many people you were affecting. So I could just tell how important it was. So, and if it was that important to you, hey, I knew that we could pick up the slack on the other side, keep things driving, and allow you to do that. And we're all going to end up in a better place at the end.
That's a trip, man. So, I mean, and this is because what happens, Robert, you know my faith, you know my belief. Hey, tell everybody how much I believe in what I believe in from your personal interaction.
Well, I can tell you, since I've known Jay, anything that he believes in, he goes a gazillion %. I mean, he is all in, and he does not waver. And he puts everything into everything that he does, and what he says he's going to do, he does. So, you know, there was no doubt in my mind that this was a commitment for him for a very, very good reason, and I wanted to be able to do anything I could to support it. And I appreciate the opportunity to see all of you today and spend some time, share some time. I appreciate you having me on board, and much love to all of you.
Hey, you got a bunch of people on that now, Robert. Now we're heading towards 3 million views on our YouTube.
That's awesome.
Robert, we started so from a logistic standpoint, because you ran. Hey, matter of fact, before I go anything, tell everybody what is your background, what's your pedigree, what type of education do you have, and how did you end up becoming the senior vice president of Pepsi Cola?
Yeah. All right. Well, I grew up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Some will think of it as Amish country, but I wasn't Amish. Well, my father worked for one company his entire life, and became very successful in it. Ended up being a senior vice president of Armstrong World Industries. So, as you can imagine, if that's the only thing you've really seen, some of his friends were entrepreneurs, but obviously most of them were corporate co-workers. So that's all I kind of knew. And I listened well at home because I was afraid to do otherwise. It was learn, go to school, get good grades, study hard. Don't go get into a good college. I didn't know any better because that's what people had done in front of me. Everybody else was doing around me. So I wasn't questioning much. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. Maybe not in your education or your business, but you started to question things when it came to your beliefs. And so I really started to question things as I got into corporate America. I was fortunate enough. I went to Bucknell University, a fine school on the East Coast. I was then recruited into the wine industry, moved to Los Angeles. They didn't have to twist my arm to move to the beach in Southern California versus living outside of Philadelphia. And selling a Gallo wine instead of Head and Shoulders shampoo. It was a little sexier. So I made that move and did well there, did very well. And they actually wanted me to move to Modesto, California to headquarters. I just didn't see it 25 years old. Actually, I was barely 25. I didn't think that was the best thing for my lifestyle or my personal interests. So I was fortunate enough to be recruited by Pepsi at the time, and then had a very strong career there and moved up the ladder. They actually put me through the Wharton School of Business, which was also interesting because I was told that if I didn't go get an MBA, and I got to choose where, but if I didn't,
You got
that I
an
would hit.
MBA. You got an MBA from the Wharton Business School.
Correct. While still working at Pepsi, while living in Connecticut, working in Westchester County, New York, and having to go to Philadelphia 3 days a week on the train to take classes, and still running North America. Yeah, so I was running one of the 4 arms of distribution for Pepsi-Cola in North America, and I had a team of people. So it was a pretty trying time, but I was excited to go do it because I knew I'd learn more, and I was excited to continue to succeed within the Pepsi environment. But my lack of having an MBA could stop my career movement. I was like, wow, they must be getting ready to teach me something that's really unbelievable, that's going to allow me to be that much more successful. And I'll tell you, I did focus on things that I didn't focus on as much in undergrad, a lot more on finance, a lot more in international business. So it was helpful, but I got to tell you, it wasn't that helpful in my Pepsi career. It just wasn't. And, as Jay said, I had a very large budget. I had an expense account that was 4 times the size of my income, which was just ridiculous. And I, used to make jokes. Hey,
I said something. Confirm it. What was your annual budget that you got to decide where money went? How much?
Marketing budget was $500 million. Yeah, and that was, and now it would probably be $4 billion with the size of Pepsi.
Wow.
Yeah, and because we just spent money. And like I said, my expense account, my personal expense account, not the marketing budget, not the $500 million, my personal expense account was 4 times my annual income, which was ridiculous.
To do whatever you wanted to do with.
Pretty much. And I used to kid about, if I only spend half of this, can I keep the other half? And they said, no, you'll just get less next year. So what do? You spend it all by November.
To spend it.
You spend it all by November because you make it look like you're impoverished. So then you get more next year. And it was just this silly game. And it was all for creating quote unquote shareholder value. And was I really helping anybody? I mean, Pepsi was great to me, but let's face it, I was killing people slowly with the products. They weren't really health oriented. And unfortunately, I had a lot of experiences of not helping a lot of people from a career standpoint because they kind of got to the end of the tracks and there wasn't a whole lot I could do. So it became painful to me as a spirited individual. And I felt that I had to go do something else. Problem was, that's all that I knew. Not that I wasn't intelligent, but that is talk about the track. That's the track I had been on, just this parallel track. And there were things to the right or the left, but I never had time to go look at them. I never really had time to figure it out. So I knew it had to be something different. I knew it had to be a lot different because anything just close to it was just going to be a dog with different fleas, So I really knew I needed to make a change. And I actually talked to some of my clients at the time, and they put me on a retainer as a consultant. So I wasn't crazy enough just to walk away from all that income. So I had a bit of a fallback that I could, jump into, and figured that then I could spend all of my time, because I didn't want to spend my time at Pepsi. I was that busy, and I was committed to the company because it had been good to me. I didn't want to spend my time sneaking around looking for other things. So I was now self-employed as a consultant. And then I found a business that I got involved in, which was highly entrepreneurial, but still team-oriented. And I could really believe in it. And that was in 1993. And then we met 2 years later in the same company in 1995. And we've been together ever since.
Ever since. All right. So I want y'all to hear this, because when you go out in the world, y'all got to know how to maneuver, how to operate, how to talk to people, how to be normal, but still stand on your beliefs. Now, I want to just have Robert, who's someone in the world. He's at the highest level in the world. Pepsi Cola, you at the highest level, and he's one of my best friends. That's the thing y'all gotta understand. And he's friendly. He understands my belief. Robert, do I ever push anything over on you with how I believe?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I listen, and if you share, I listen respectfully, but also interested. So there's a common respect, and it's absolutely no issue whatsoever. I don't feel pushed by it. At the same time, I don't want you to stop talking about it either, because I enjoy it.
All right, so he wants to know more. You feel like it's adding to your knowledge to get
Absolutely.
more and make
The,
better
the,
life
the, day,
decisions?
the day you stop learning is the day you die.
All right, now I told Robert because of what I believe, and I think it's interesting him being who he's been at that highest level. I said, Robert, because I believe what I believe, I get attacked like unnaturally. Now, Robert, have you personally witnessed me as being somebody in the world that gets untapped? And has anything you've seen, they trash me online, they trash me everywhere. Has anything you've seen as the ex-senior vice president of Pepsi Cola, Wharton Business School, graduate MBA, true? How'd they attack me?
No, none of that is true, but to 10th degree, it has happened.
Hold on.
It's happened to
You
you
froze
to a
up for a
point that,
second. You froze up for a second.
okay,
Hold on, you froze up for
it's
a second.
happening.
Is
It's
any of that
happening.
nonsense they trash me every day?
Okay, that is completely true. That is completely true. I've seen it. I've heard it. I've been attacked with it because of you. You're talking, and I don't know. I can't tell. Can you hear me? Okay
Okay,
now?
so you're saying you get attacked because of you being connected to me. They attack you too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I've had to support myself while supporting you, fighting a couple sides. Yeah, because the bottom line is we know that what we're doing is right, and we have always stood for that. And that's one thing that I loved, in working with you. And that's why when we first met in a different business that neither one of us owned, we both truly believed in that. And I believe that I think I left. No, I don't remember. You might have left 7 months before me, or I left 7 months before you. But it was so darn close after years, after almost a decade, and we left for the same reasons, because we both no longer believed in exactly what was going on, and we couldn't control that company because it wasn't ours. So
Now,
we've
but
always
y'all,
had
everybody
that
here,
integrity.
right? Everybody here to promote the truth community, y'all got to show high level love for Robert. Because of Robert Mailer, that allows me to get in here and translate the scriptures. And Robert, I gotta admit, you send me some messages where it's kind of like, hey, but you don't ever go over. But I told you what I gotta do and how long it's gonna take me.
I know.
But y'all gotta show him love because he's holding up big time companies that I know Yahuwah is going to favor. But Yahuwah came to me and said, I'll favor those companies as long as you put my business first. But he's put these people in my life that are crazy high level talented people, like Robert Mailer, to be able to be a part of it. And so, Robert, like you got a lot of people here. I'm telling you, there's going to be thousands of people to watch this. So, is there anything from your heart you want to say to people because of the relationship we have together, and the things that we're going to do in the future in the business world, but you know what I'm doing here with my beliefs and what I'm doing with
Absolutely.
Yahuwah?
Well, I can say, as I said, for as long as I've known you, and a relationship has only grown stronger and stronger with every year and with every battle. Our battle scars, I think, aid us to become even closer because we're willing to do whatever it takes. So I have, the utmost respect. I have, the utmost support for anything that you're deciding to do. And because of how important I know this is for you, and I believe it's important for the world as well, because I believe that education needs to be out there. Enlightenment needs to be out there. People can only make good choices if they have good information.
Right.
So I appreciate what you're doing. And so therefore, to everybody that's online right now listening, and to everybody that's hearing this anytime in the future, I give the most utmost love and respect and thankfulness to each and every one of you for giving that support to the calling that Jay has felt, because I can tell you, I can tell you how much time and effort that he's putting into it, because I know when I don't hear from him and I'm trying to get a hold of him. So, and I know what he's doing. So I kind of back it up, and I just, all right, I'll just figure it out myself and I'll keep this thing moving. It's all right. But I so appreciate it because I know that there are a lot of you in this organization, a lot of people who have gained so much in their lives because of all being interconnected.
Yep.
And I can only believe how much more great things that you're all going to accomplish. So I totally appreciate the support that you have given to the Promote the Truth organization, because I know how important it is to Jay and Lena, and anything that's that important to them is extremely important to me.
Now, our son, Kai, just so y'all understand how close we are, he calls him Uncle Robert.
Yep. And I'm so proud of Kai.
Right?
I'm so proud of Kai. He's my little ninja.
Yeah, you see Kai from day one. I mean, he's like,
yep.
And Uncle Robert will fight and protect and guard and Karen, you know, Robert's significant other kids, they all in and they've helped nurture and been around helping raise Kai.
I'm on your lives when you're videoing him in the dojo, and he's getting his green belt and his orange belt. And I'm watching and I'm commenting on it, and I'm texting afterwards. You go, Kai! So proud of you. Yeah, it's so great.
Cool, y'all? Hey, y'all put the fire emojis in the chat for Robert Baylor, and y'all got to meet one of the very few in the history of Pepsi Cola. Y'all got to meet a senior vice president of Pepsi Cola tonight, who happens to be supportive of the kingdom of Yahuwah and what we're doing. Robert, we love you. We appreciate you. Put the fire emojis in the chat for Robert.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and much love to all of you. Keep doing what you're doing and make the world a better place.
All right, y'all. Hey, isn't that cool? That's different. Y'all know that's different. Y'all didn't expect, not one of y'all expected me to do that one. Not even one of you. Tell the truth. But I keep telling y'all how I roll. Yahuwah got me over here doing what I do. Yahuwah got me. This is crazy. All right, now hold on. I'm going to put some jams on before I bring my next guest on, because y'all don't even know. I'm surprising y'all. And then I'm going to go in on this lesson. I'm going in on the lesson, but y'all going to have to get a little bit and learn a little bit. But I'm going to give y'all, because y'all know who we are. I'm teaching y'all how to be set apart and still operate in the world. But you got to be set apart.
Hey. I see how they moving. I see it. But I'm nothing like them. Nothing. Yeah. Hey. Go. I don't blend in with the rest. Got my own path that I follow. It's Yahuwah at the steering wheel. I be going in full throttle. I was sick of living life hollow. Now I see the future super clear. No more self-doubt, time to elevate. There's nothing that I fear. I see the difference. I know that I got a purpose. Put in the time and the energy. For so many years I've been searching. How can I roll with the crowd? I'm hearing a voice, I'm hearing it loud. I was in the dark, I figured it out. Elevating and ain't no coming down. I am defining my life. It ain't no shame in the moves that I make. I'm never losing my faith. If you ever felt like I'm feeling, then you can relate. Yahuwah, no one can replace. With my back against the wall, I'm speaking the truth. Gotta stay focused and stay on the course. I promise that's really all you need to do. I am not one of them ones. Don't compare me to none. Yahuwah giving me power. Get ready, cause here I come. Got the drive and the heart. I don't know what you thought. I can never blend in. Gotta set me apart. Yeah. I am not one of them ones. Don't compare me to none. Yahuwah giving me power. Get ready, cause here I come. Got the drive and the heart. I don't know what you thought. I can never blend in. Gotta set me apart. Yeah. Ain't no way I'm slowing down, even if they don't understand. Got my eyes on bigger things, focused on a bigger plan. Even if they don't see the vision, even if they don't comprehend. Walking in the path he laid, so you know I'm about to win. Yeah. I found my lane, I'm rolling in it. Still you know it ain't a limit. And Yahuwah rolling with me. Got the passion and it's in me. Chosen, that's the way I'm feeling. Got a power unlike any. Make some noise, I know you hear me. Yeah. Ain't no way that I'ma fail. I can never take no L. Got Yahuwah rolling with me, so you know I will prevail. That's the vibe that I've been on. You can see I'm doing well. Not the average, nothing like the rest. If you couldn't tell, time for elevation. Tell me why you waiting. Yahuwah gonna make it happen. It ain't no debating. Time for elevation. Tell me why you waiting. Yahuwah gonna make it happen. It ain't no debating. I am not one of them ones. Don't compare me to none. Yahuwah giving me power. Get ready, cause here I come. Got the drive and the heart. I don't know what you thought. I can never blend in. Gotta set me apart. cause here I come. Got the drive and the heart. I don't know what you thought. I can never blend in. Gotta set me apart. When you see the truth, you can never blend in. They can walk in the chaos, but you are not like them. Hey, when you see the truth, you can never blend in. Let them walk in the chaos, but you are not like.
Man, I got y'all going in over here. Y'all already know. I got my backstage packed. Lorena, hang tight. Hey, staff told you I got to get this next guest on. I got somebody in coming after that. We got a lot going on. But do y'all know how powerful this night is tonight? This is different. I'm giving y'all a different angle of like real life, because a lot of people get so spiritual they don't know how to operate on the earth. Y'all got to look at Yusuf, how he operated. Joseph, Yusuf, he was the right hand of the king of Egypt, which was a pagan. That's what most people don't get. He don't know about Yahuwah other than, man, whoever he served, that's the right one. So you got to give people space to make their own decision. You got to be like Yahuwah. Yahuwah's greatest form of love is choice. You got to choose it. He calls you, all of you listening to me. The ones that have accepted him, you chose it. The ones that have not accepted him, you got a choice to choose him. That's why there's a judgment day coming. You either believe in it or you don't believe in it. If you don't believe in it, hey, that's your belief. If we believe in it, that's our belief. And we stand on it. Now we got to see the fruits. What's your life like? Like, what's going on? So I want to bring in who ended up becoming my best friend on earth. His name is Scott. I want to bring him in. I want to bring Robert in because Scott is always like president or executive director. He's always like, there's me, and then there's Scott that's making sure everything gets executed in all companies we built, and we built some big companies together, big ones. And Scott is one of the tightest, greatest eyewitnesses for y'all about me. Y'all don't know me. I know y'all be wondering who's he, what's going on. Like you got feelings, then you can have somebody's got experience. That's a whole different story. So it's good. Scott, about to bring you up in here, man. What up, Big Daddy?
Hey.
Did you hear that jam going on?
I did. I heard Robert speaking as well.
Was you bobbing your head a little bit?
I was moving. You know, I was grooving to that.
Me and Scott, we be in this car sometime. We just turn it up. And we're the most least likelies out there. You know, we like least likelies. Who would have ever thought that me and you would become best friends, Scott? Can you imagine?
I can't even imagine.
But we both happen to be from Kentucky. We two country boys. I was building a big business. Scott was in the office one day of a business I was building. He was over there, Big Daddy, and had a suit on. He was looking good that day. He was all draped up. He was straight.
Yep.
And then I was like, hey, man, you know, we got to all be a team here. He was kind of off to the side. I kind of pulled him in. And so we went from there. But this is different, Scott, because this is a promote. One time I think I've had you on Promote the Truth, right? One time.
I don't know if I've ever spoken like this on Promote the Truth at all.
Maybe on a smaller gathering. Like this is a big one. And it's going to be thousands of people watch the replay. The reason I brought you on is because you and I got these other businesses over here on the side. And I came to you and I told you, Scott, Yahuwah called me to do this. Talk to the Kahal, the family, that's the assembly of believers, as someone has been a best friend of mine. And you got your own walk. I don't even get deep with you on what you believe and don't believe. I don't get deep. Yep. So talk to the people. What have you noticed since you've been with me? How do you feel about the name Yahuwah? Just talk to them. I want you to share your guts.
Sure, I'd be glad to. Well, you know, when I met Jay, he didn't tell the whole story. I was supposed to be speaking that night, and they brought in a special speaker. So I had my ego rubbed a little bit. I was younger back then, had a little bit of ego, thought I was good in front of the room. So I was kind of standing off to the back, like, I'm going to watch this guy. And then Jay said, hey, man, you should be up here with everybody else. We do this as a team. And I knew he was right. So I went up there and I started listening. And it was about 5 minutes into it. I said, I never heard anybody explain this like that before. About 10 or 15 minutes into it, I said, I don't know exactly what this guy's doing that we're not doing here in our office, but whatever it is, I'm doing it. I'm going with him. And ever since that day, we've been tight. He didn't hold it against me that I had a little bit of ego when he first got there. It was cool. I apologized for it afterward. And we've been running buddies ever since. And, we were running buddies for many, many years. And then one day I got an email from Jay. I think it was in 2008. And it was kind of like a book in an email. I mean, it was a long email. And it was all about Yahuwah and how Jay had found Yahuwah. And I mean, it was very deep. And so I told my wife, I said, I think my friend has gone completely off the deep end religious. And if he did, I know how he is. If he finds something, he don't put it down till he gets to the bottom of it. He goes to the end, no matter what it takes. And if he says this is right, I can tell you right now, he's got proof that this is right. But then I was expecting the next time I saw Jay, I don't mean to say anything sacrilegious, but a lot of very religious people, they'll almost push you out of wanting to be involved in it because they're so deep in it, they can't stop talking about it or leave you alone about it for 5 minutes. The next time I talked to Jay, he was cool. We wasn't even talking about it. I had to bring it up. And then I asked him a few questions, and he was happy to share some information with me. And I said, that makes perfect sense. And that was many years ago. It was in 2008. And through the years, we talked about Yahuwah a few times, and we talked about the right way to do things. And a few years back, Jay got 100% on track with this and just did a deep dive. And he told me before he did it, he was going to do it, and that I would have to do some things with our other businesses and make up some of the time for him. And I said, listen, man, with what you're teaching, it's 100% worth it. And he and I don't talk about it that much, but I will tell you, I'm 100% believer. I know it's Yahuwah. I know that there's no way, like a lot of people don't even know if they believe in like an almighty. But I'm like, you can't create what Yahuwah created and not be the creator of all. It's impossible. It's impossible. So I remember Jay talking about all these really old texts that he was able to buy and how much they cost, and he was keeping them, and that he was, he studied different languages and the origin of words for years. I remember that part. And then all of a sudden he said, I'm going to translate these older texts, these original copies of what we would call the Bible, right? He said, I'm going to translate them, and people are going to know the truth. And knowing Jay the way I know him, I said, he's going to do it. I don't know. I mean, when other people have tried to translate the Bible, they've had a group of 10, 20, 50, 70, 80, 100 people helping them. And it took them a long time. And listen, I went and stayed with Jay and Lena recently and Kai over in Columbia.
You and your wife came down to Columbia, right?
Absolutely. And I will tell you, he spends most of his day doing translations and working on things for Yahuwah every day, all day, other than, hey, I'm going to go to Kai's karate class. Hey, we're going to grab some dinner real quick, and boom, right back at it, coming up with new music, coming up with new things for Yahuwah. And I couldn't be more proud, man. I'm excited.
So Scott, you came in one day and you said, show me what the heck you really do. And I showed you. Tell him, Scott, what happened. Talk to him.
I was just blown away because of how much time it takes, how time consuming it is to take one text, to look at that text, to translate it into your words, to double check everything and make sure it's all correct. And it's not like your thoughts on what it means. It's the actual words being translated. And he showed me if a word is written in ancient Hebrew and it has this little thing here or this little thing there, it means this, but if it's over here, it means that. And he knows this stuff, guys, inside and out. And I was blown away. I mean, I know a little bit of Spanish. I know a little bit of, some other languages. But when you know a language well enough to know you can read it, and just by where a dot or a slash or something is, you know exactly what the translation is. I was just sitting there like, oh my goodness. I was blown away.
You remember you said Carolyn, you told your wife, Carolyn, to come
Yeah.
here. What?
I said, Jay, you got to show Carolina what you just showed me. I wish everybody could really see that, Jay, and understand the time and the depth that it takes to be able to do what you do.
Yep.
It's just mind blowing.
That's part of the documentary. So we're gonna bring it in. We're gonna pitch. And Scott, by the way, fam, when you're supporting tsinfo.org, Scott's one of the people that has a high level degree in negotiation. He was the CEO of a multi-million-dollar gas and oil company. And that's about to come back, by the way, because of what they just did with the election, Scott.
Oh,
It's
big
going to
time.
go.
Big time.
So Scott is going to help negotiate this to get us into Netflix, if we can, or Hulu, right? Some of these channels. And
Yep.
Scott, so your wife, everybody, this is the first time I'm telling y'all this. Your wife is one of the high-level support staff members for Promote the Truth. True?
Absolutely.
Talk about that. What's she do?
Well, when Jay mentioned to me that he wanted to discuss maybe having her do that, I was excited about it because she also believes. And even though she's not highly trained at doing everything she's doing right now, as she gets trained more and more, she gets better and better at it. But she's just, my wife was an architect. And so she's, extremely intelligent. She can learn things really fast. And she takes care of a lot of very important things for the company.
A lot of stuff. So, fam, I just want y'all to hear that. So, shout out to Scott, his family. He's got 2 beautiful, powerful sons. How old are your sons, Scott?
25 and 26.
Now, we've been preaching Yahuwah to them from the gate, ain't we?
Yep, absolutely.
That's it. They know Yahuwah. They're out getting their world, and they respect that name, and they're learning the ways of Yahuwah. But I just want y'all to give a big shout out, because a lot of why I'm here, when they attacked me, because Scott is so close to me, they attacked him, didn't they, Scott?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Scott,
But
okay, so last part of words. So, Scott, you've seen them drag me over the years. You've been with me for almost 30 years.
Yep.
You've seen them drag me. And I said, Scott, I know stuff I believe hardly anybody on the earth knows. And I said, but I believe based on the scriptures, because I know it, that Satan is going to attack me like crazy. And you're my best friend. And if you really are my best friend, I'm telling you this now. And so, Scott, all that nonsense that they come attack me with, what do you guys say about it before you get off here?
Well, I'll say this. Through the years, even before the last couple of big attacks, I've seen a lot of people attack Jay because a lot of people are just jealous, first of all. They see somebody that's doing things that they wish they were doing, and they try to come in and attack them. But I told my wife this, and I told Jay this several years ago, and I told my wife this long before. I would rather be right, be on the side of right and lose partnered with Jay than be on the side of wrong and win not partnered with Jay. Wow. Jay and I have known each other so long. I know him. I know his heart. I know him inside and out. He's more like my own brother than my brother, right? We're that tight. And people look at us and they probably think, how could that happen? But y'all don't understand. Our companies that we build and the way we feel, there's no race ever involved. There's no age ever involved. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. If somebody wants to win and they want to do things in their life and change things and fix things, we're happy to receive them. So when we met, it had nothing to do with race or age or where we were from or any of that. We just had we were like-minded. We wanted to win and we wanted other people to. The thing I've noticed most about Jay is he loves putting the spotlight on other people. And most people that get to the top of any type of organization or any type of industry, they say, me, look at me, and I've done this, and me. And if they ever bring anybody else up on stage, that person has to say, look at him. And Jay brings people up, and he says, hey, don't talk about me much. Talk about you. You take over. This is you talking. And he wants you to get the spotlight as long as you're doing the work and you're doing it right. And very few people in the world have ever been that way. I learned it with Jay. I used it with people in the organizations I've been in. When I got in the oil and gas business, I used all the training and the things that Jay and I did. And I was able to help. I'm not going to say I took it, but I helped take that company from less than $2 million a year in business to $28 million a year in business during the time I was there. I was able to go from just sales to sales manager, VP of sales, and eventually CEO of the company. And even though it wasn't like a big company, it was publicly traded. So for about 5 years, I was the CEO of that, and I had to learn. It's like drinking from a fire hose. There's so much to learn when a company goes public versus just running a company. It's two completely different things. And I was smart enough, because I'd worked with Jay, to go bring in people that knew things I didn't know, have them do it and teach me and show me what they were doing along the way. And that company was able to go out and do extremely well.
So
Now,
Scott,
eventually,
parting words.
Yep.
You see what I'm doing. You're my best friend.
Yes.
What do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do? Now that we've had these deep talks, deep walks, Scott has spent, hey, you and Carolina have spent a Sukkot with us, right?
Yes. Yes.
We've been out there in the camper for the whole week. I mean, that was an unbelievable time. What do you want me to do, Scott? You're my best friend. What do you want me to do?
I want you to keep doing what you're doing. I want you to spread the word of Yahuwah. I want you to keep doing the translations. And I just think this is something that, in my opinion, is going to go worldwide. It already is beginning to do that. And, back when you first started looking into it, Jay, you couldn't even hardly find the word on the internet. The word
And you were a
Yahuwah.
witness of that, right? You witnessed that.
Yeah. I remember how excited you were that you actually found the word on the internet one time, and you called me and we were talking about it. And now it's really becoming a widespread thing. And I think a lot of that, not all of it, but a lot, if not most of it, is from the fact of what you've been doing ever since 2008.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I just said, hey, y'all know what to do. Put some fire emojis in front of my brother Scott. Put some fire emojis in the chat. He came in. This is different, what I'm doing with y'all tonight, because y'all need to hear from different people in the world and behind the scenes and what's going on. Scott he knows me as good as anybody on earth. And that's a fact. He's seen me in the darkest of dark. He see me where my heart was so broken. I'm crying alone in my apartment, and he come over and sit down with me. And I say, "All right, man, I'm good." He said, "I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here until the sun come up and we get up and go get some breakfast." That's how he's been with me. What y'all want me to do? And
Hey,
now I
Jay,
brought
tell
him
me.
Yahuwah. He said, let me think on that. And then you went and researched and meditated. And what was your conclusion, Scott, about the name of Yahuwah?
The name is the name, man. It's been the name since the beginning, and it'll always be the name. You got to know the name. You got to believe in the name. And I'm very proud, Jay, that one of those times when you were kind of down, I was able to trade for a laptop computer and bring it to you. And you didn't even know how to use one at the time.
I
And
did.
now Jay can run laps around me using computers and apps and all these things. And I remember when I brought it, he said, "We don't really need those things in the industry we're in right now.
Yeah.
We can do everything we need to do on the phone." I said, "I think things are going this way, Jay." And now I look at him doing
Scott
this
gave me
stuff.
my first computer in 1998. I think it was, yeah,
Yep.
1998. First computer.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, man, I want to do with that. He goes, no, you got to learn it. Y'all put some fire emoji in the sky. Scott, put some fire emoji for my brother. I love you, Scott. Give
Love you, man.
Carolina
Always.
all my love, big hugs to the boys. Y'all know how we roll, big time. Isn't that great for y'all to hear this angle? This is different. Isn't this different? Y'all know this is different. I ain't done this with y'all. Yahuwah put this on my heart. Says, I got stuff I got to train. I can't get out of talking to y'all about this. Now, I got to talk to my sister Lorena, because Lorena, she came out of nowhere, but I feel like that's my sister. And Lena goes, she one of us, baby. My wife, Lena, goes, Lorena's one of us. Both of them Latinas. And she said, she one of us. I said, I feel like that too. She became a Purple Diamond member like 2 or 3 months, like crazy. So I just felt like you, Lorena, got to talk to the people.
It's such an honor to be here. I'm speechless. You know, you had such great people here, and I'm just so grateful. I'm just grateful.
I mean, what'd you think? All right, so Lorena, I switched it up today. I brought in the ex senior vice president. Did that shock you a little bit when I brought in Robert Baylor?
Yeah, does he need help?
Then I bring in my best friend from almost 30 years. I mean, so I don't know. You've been here throughout the day, right?
Yes. While at work, I was in and out, but I came home and I caught up. So, yes, it's been a great teaching as always. I'm looking forward to Hazun 22. So, yeah, you never stop learning.
All right, so Yahuwah told I'm walking, and it's like in order. Boom, bring this person, bring boom, 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 boom. And then he said, Lorena. I said, Lorena tonight, Yahuwah? He said, yep. And he said to me, what he said, hey, he already told me about my sister Mo. He said, that's my daughter. And then I heard him say, that's my daughter. What do you feel about Yahuwah? Talk to everybody. Tell them your story.
I've been pursuing him for a very long time. I know that, I didn't know his name, but I always go back to that scripture, and I know it's, that's all we had, but where he says, and you said it today, he goes to and fro,
To
to
and
and
fro.
fro, looking for the hearts. And I was like, you have my heart. I've always been, you have my heart. So I'm here for whatever you need, Father. I'm
Mm.
here, and I did a sermon once. I don't know if you want to call it a sermon, but I did a teaching once on, the teachings, the pleasing of Yahuwah. Back then it was different. But I learned about Leviticus, and I was telling everyone, have you read Leviticus? Why aren't we following Leviticus? Why aren't we following the
Wow.
rules? Why aren't we
So you, you
doing
you were
this?
thinking
Like,
that, you were thinking that back before you knew Yahuwah's name. You think why ain't we following this? Okay, okay.
yes, yes. And then when I got exposed a little more, and then a little more, and then I'm like, okay, we're doing this all wrong. So that's when I found how to do the Shabbat properly, and that was when I found you.
Wow. So when did you actually approximately, or do you know the date? When did you call on Yahuwah's name and say, I'm following you and you only?
Um, I would say that it's been a process, but to say the immersion happened in
Of
October 16th,
2024.
24. But I have been following and learning. So, like I said, it's a process
But on
that I've
October,
been
you
going
said
through.
16. You're pretty definite there. You said October 16th.
Yes, because on the 17th was the Shabbat, and that was the first time I joined you on the online on the Zooms, because I said, okay, I've got to present myself.
This is I love this here. Now I know why Yahuwah says bring that person on. All right. So now you've been following. There's a lot of new people watching live. There's gonna be a game. Thousands that watch the replay. Thousands. It's gonna be perpetual. It's never gonna stop. Now, tell them the new people. Tell the people that are like, who is Yahuwah? Why should I follow Yahuwah? What's the difference? Tell them, Lorena, what's the difference?
Just knowing the truth of his name, because it didn't seem right to use God. And my example is, if I go to, do you want someone to call you, hey, you, girl, boy? you
Right.
know I- you have a name, and you feel offended when someone just says, hey, you, right? How do you
Right.
think the Most High feels? Because you're not calling him by his name. It's a
Woo!
generic name. That's the part that is just mind blowing. How long are we going to be d- falling for all these lies? How
Right.
long are the people around us not going to understand that they have a name and it has to be in the book of life? I just get very, very passionate myself.
Somebody walk up to
But
you and say, "Hey, Barbara. Hey, Barbara." What you
that's not
say?
my name. That's not my name.
And then you
You
say,
know,
"No, no, no. My name is Lorraine." Have you ever been like at a party or mixer around people, and you tell somebody your name, and they forget, and they call you by a different name? You ever had that happen?
I have grace, or I have compassion over that kind of a situation. But
But you
if
had it happen.
after it has happened, but I don't feel it personal because they
You don't
don't
feel
know
personal.
me.
But what if they do it like 3, 4 times?
Then that's a problem.
I gotta run out the room. See, then that's a problem. So that's the issue. Hey, Lorraine, that's the problem people got with Yahuwah today. You might not have got it a little, but man, come on. And Lorraine, there's people come back here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lives, and they still wondering if that's his name. What you gotta say to them?
Just
Be wrong. You gotta be wrong. Don't be playing.
just stay here and listen and don't jump in, because I know there's someone out there that I referred over here that probably did that and got kicked out, and then came and yelled at me and said, "Don't be sending me any more of this." And all I said is, "Sounds good." But that's,
Isn't it amazing?
I just could say, you're rejecting Yahuwah, the Most High. You're not rejecting me. That
I love it. I love it. Listen, that's the key. You rejecting Yahuwah. You ain't rejecting me. So what is your discipline getting like? Getting like?
every night I am, you know, Brother Daniel said something, and I really agree with him. He said, it's a love letter,
It's a love letter.
right? It's a,
He expressed that the best.
I was reading First Timothy. First Timothy is so
Hold on, show me
beautiful
that. Show me
because
that book again. Show me that book again. What's all them tabs doing in there?
I am a
Wait a minute.
studier.
Put it where everybody can see it. Go real slow. Go real slow. Let them see it. What's all them tabs doing in there? What you doing? Talk to them. Tell them what
Those
you're doing.
those are the names, the proper names of the books of the Brita Hadash.
So you got the Berit Hadash. You going in. You got them tabbed out. You can just flick right to them. So you in the trenches on that book.
Yeah,
Highlighted. You ain't
yeah.
playing.
Oh,
Sticky
oh.
note. Why you going in so deep?
I want to know everything about Yahuwah. I just want to know him. When I first started, I started with this, and I put it up on my table, and I said, these are the proper words, these are the no words. So
Uh,
I'm kind of a little bit dyslexic. I get words twisted. So I have to look. I'm a visual person, so I have to learn it. Then I did this.
wow.
These are the feasts. And I could go on and on here on my board. I did send it to Lena so she could see what I was doing, because I want to learn the words. I want to honor him. I want to please him. I want him to look at me and say, my daughter, you're doing what I want you to do. I want to
Well
honor
done,
him.
my good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few things. I'm going to make you great over many things. I hear that in my spirit about you, sis. I want you to keep walking that path, keep taking them steps.
Yes.
Yahuwah's already spoke to me about you. Now, whenever he speaks to me, a couple things gonna happen. You're gonna step, if you step into it with strength, you can deflect arrows. If you step into it weak, you're gonna get mighty tested. You can't, hey, I'm warning everybody. And Robert and Scott, who've been with me, and that came in from a different angle. I always warn people, do not get close to me unless you're a real one. You're a real one?
Yes, I am.
All
I
right.
am.
Parting words for the PTT family and the Kahal. What do you got to say to everybody that's going to watch this video?
You know, Brother Bill said, get connected, and he was right. We need to get connected and build each other up. And I did reach out to a lot of the people. I'm still, finding people, in the Kahal. And I think that's very important to stay connected. That's
Right. Stay connected.
that is
And what do you
important.
feel about the PTT community? Has it really helped you? Do you think it's going to help the new people get stronger?
Yes, and I would suggest that start from the beginning on the lives. Right now, I am into the 11th month because I went real back, way back. And
Good.
I listen to it every morning. I listen to what you're teaching, and I just want to learn. And I feel like Yahuwah has brought me to here, where I am now.
Latoya Lee said, I love this. Rush said, I bear witness. How y'all feel about just, before I let her go, y'all put in the chat. How do you feel about your sister Lorena? I want her to see it. So Lorena, when we get off, I want you to go look in the chat. Y'all all just put your pure thoughts, because I know what Yahuwah showed me. What do y'all feel about your sister Lorena? I want her to go back and look in the chat and see it, because I know what Yahuwah showed me. Love you, sis.
I love you. I love you and Lena and Kai and all of you. You guys are just beautiful people. I fear nothing of you have a standard, and I love your standard, but it comes from Yahuwah. So I know that this is real, and there's no backstabbing, there's no nothing. It's pure. It's pure love.
Y'all got that? Go look in the chat, sis. After you put a couple fire emojis for her, because I want her to really feel what Yahuwah told me. I love you. Peace,
I love you.
Loretta.
Bye.
Isn't that cool? And we ain't playing in here. I can't even get in the lesson. I got all these bomb people here. Brother Daniel been out there on the front line. I gotta see if I can get him in here. I'm waiting for his face to pop in here. He over there in the trenches. He over there in the trenches. Brother Daniel, you've been seeing some stuff. You've been overseeing. And Yahuwah told me you and Bill coming in on the review. Y'all not just overseeing, y'all gonna review the entire Tanakh being put together.
Hallelujah. Humility. That's so humble. That's so humble. Man.
What you feeling, Brother Daniel? This is a real one today, huh? I still gotta do a lesson, by the way.
I want to share this with you based on what you the men, the type of men that you brought in.
Did that surprise you, Dad? Did you know I was gonna do that?
I was surprised that they came, but I'm not surprised who they were.
Hey, but I didn't tell you I was doing that, did I? Me and you talked earlier.
I know you bore witness. You've been telling us from the time that we've come to know you. You've been telling us how you interact in the world, what you've been doing. See, a lot of people, we've been given so many fake, false lies by people out there saying what they did, what they doing, what they're gonna do. I bear witness to this. Everything that you said you've done, you've did. Everything you say you were gonna do, you've done. And everything you say that we will do, we are doing. I bear witness to that. And the fact that you do it and put yourself, your family, second to Yahuwah, the Malakuta di Yahuwah, and this Kahal. They know. I wasn't a member of no church. I was in the prison church. So
Yep.
it was weird. But those, I hear in their voice, they're amazed that this is actually going on. Real love, real work being put in, real money being used to support the mission, and not build a house and put you in a nice car, dress you in nice clothes. There's nothing wrong with having nice things, but not at the expense of the people that are putting the money in for the work to trying to work. We trying to bring Yahuwah back right now. Get this word out. Get this word out, family. I bear witness to that. And the 2 men that you brought, high character in the real world, out there in the world, are bearing witness to your fruit. The fruit on your tree, the fruit that you tell us about. That's Sister Lorena said, your standard is way above a lot of other people's standards that's out there saying that they're preaching the word.
Right.
But they got the false word, so therefore the standard is false. And guess what? They need a kickstand because they fell over.
Right.
They fall this way. Whatever which way the wind blows, they fall in that way because they have no standard. Your standard is based on the word, the true word of Yahuwah. Hallelujah. I want to read something, Brother Jay.
Go ahead.
Matita Yahoo, page 35 in the True Scripture.
Matita Yahoo page. Matita Yahoo, what's the chapter?
It's chapter 7.
Okay.
Starting at verse 12.
And that's on page what in the True Scriptures?
35.
Y'all got it?
35.
35. Oh, you speaking some Spanish. Later gonna be fired up now.
It is written, you should treat people the same way you want people to treat you. This summarizes the law in the book of the prophets. Go in by the narrow gate, because that gate leads to destruction. The gate that leads to destruction is wide and broad. Many people enter through it. The gate is narrow and the path is straight that leads to eternal life, and only a few find it. So watch out for false prophets. They come to you dressed in sheep's clothing, but they are vicious wolves inside.
Right.
You will know them by their fruit they display. This is talking about. Do you gather grapes out of thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Every good tree produces good fruit, but a rotten tree produces bad fruit. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a rotten tree cannot produce good fruit. So every tree that does not produce good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Therefore, you will know them by the fruits they produce. That's you, brother. You produce good fruit. You produce good fruit. I don't care what's been said. I know a liar because I was in and around a bunch of liars.
You was in the trenches with them.
That's right. I recognize a lie when it comes out there, before it comes out their mouth. But I'd say this, one thing you taught me: rejoice. Rejoice always. Rejoice when trials and tribulations come upon you.
Woo!
Count it all joy.
Count it all joy.
Count it all joy. And don't think it's strange when it happens.
I got a different laugh with Daniel because Yahuwah's elevate. I'm working with Daniel on a high level right now. True?
Can I bear witness?
Go ahead.
Jay, a real one. I'm gonna tell you, he's real, family out there. He is real. This man called me in the middle of the night for no reason whatsoever he would think of, but Yahuwah said to call me. And he called me and he poured into me. He cares about us, family. He cares about us. I don't know anybody else besides my own mama that would call me like that out of in the middle of the night. I know in this Kahal 144 members in this PTT that we will call you in the middle of the night because we love you, because you love like Yahuwah loves. And it's evident in the chat. It's evident outside the chat, the reaching out, the love that's being shared. Man, this is real. That's why people they can't believe it when they see it. When they like Sister Michaela said, look at the screen. All walks of life, all
That was
colors.
great. Hey, that was great when Sister Michaela said, look at the screen. On the set
Monumental.
apart gathering, which we're going to do tomorrow, by the way. We're going to have another one tomorrow.
Happy preparation day to everybody.
What happens when they look at the screen? Tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, this is the earliest I've announced it, because usually I don't announce. The staff send me messages and I wake up whenever I wake up because I'm exhausted through the week. And they go, you want to do a live? And then Yahuwah will speak to me. He told me that. You do one tomorrow. Already, 3:30. And then the screen pops up, Brother Daniel. And what happens on the screen? Like Sister Michaela said, what happens?
It's South's coat that it was given, the multicolored coat that was given to him by his father. That's what that is. It's Kahal is.
That's dry.
Because that when they look at that coat, what did he do? When he looked at it, he broke down and knew that his son was gone. But when we look on that screen, we know that we are here representing South's multicolored coat in this Kahal.
Man, oh man. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Why you got me tore, Brother Dave?
Because you real. Because this move, you have love for us more. You have showed us more love than most of our own family members have shown us. You set your life apart so you can bring this word to the world, and then you've called us in, and you treat us like your own family. Right. You treat us like your own brother and sister. You treat us like your children. You constantly seek the desire, nothing but the best for us.
Right.
That's why we are 10 toes down. We are 10 knuckles up, 2 elbows, 2 knees, headbutt, whatever it takes, man. That's what we're gonna do for it. For you in this Kahal. We standing with you. Can nobody say nothing about you?
They can't.
Nothing.
Go
at it.
And I'm on the low. They come at me hard. But imagine they called Yahuwah Mashiach a demon. They said that they said he's only casting out demons because he's from the pit of hell. And he's the Most High. And I don't think anybody, Daniel's, really grasped that the Most High came to earth and they called him a demon. They called him the lowest level of everything.
I'm going to tell you like this, as best and plain as I can put it. Sometimes you need to keep your mouth shut.
That's it.
You don't believe? We have a saying back in the day. If you don't walk away, don't walk away mad, just walk away.
Right.
Just walk away. If you don't believe it, you ain't gotta say nothing on the way out. Just tell it walking.
Ain't that easy work? That's easy work. Just walk out. That's easy work.
How they gonna answer when Yahuwah says, so you call me a demon, huh? Did I cast it out by the way?
Okay. How did he deal with it? Have we ever really analyzed before they took and slaughtered him? And they were all talking trash about him, bad. Because the people in power was the Parashim. They was dragging him, Daniel. They were dragging him. How did he deal with it?
He said, if I came I'm going to paraphrase because I don't want to butcher it. He said, I ain't coming down here bragging about me. My Father in heaven bear witness to these things. His all that matters. He said, if you believe not me, believe in the works that I did.
Fact.
That's what you do. And that's when it comes to you. Look at the works. Look at the works you've done. Look how fast. Because everybody's fascinated with how long it takes something. Everybody got to have it right away. I remember when you said it's probably going to take 2 to 3 years to do the translation. 5 years total for the Tanakh and the Brit Hadash. We got the Brit Hadash. We about to have the Tanakh.
Yep.
And
We within a few seasons from the Tanakh.
they don't look at it that you're a father and a husband, that you have a family.
Yep.
How much of your time is given to your family?
Yep.
See, this family, we ain't talking about the PTT family. I'm talking about your family in your house.
Right.
You giving everything. You count the cost. You have count the cost. Yahuwah is looking down at you, and he knows. I can believe this. He's down there rooting you on. But see, even better, he's talking to you. Right. He got you on speed dial. I bear witness to this. That he's speaking to you. He's speaking, he's empowering you. The secret things that he has told you, I can just imagine the things that y'all talk about.
That's a deep one. It's true.
Man, I love you, man. I love you with all my heart.
I love you. Hey, Brother Daniel, I already seen you. You know where I seen you? The funny part about you, because Yahuwah showed me everything. It's weird. He showed me in your dark spot. He rarely will show me somebody in their dark spot. He showed me in your dark spot, and you didn't like that. Some people, no, most of the people in the dark, they was enjoying it. You never enjoyed the dark spot. You was just trying to come up and get out and deal. And all them times when you was in them low places, you was like, this ain't me. What he showed me about you? Why would he show me your dark spot? I don't know why. He said, look at his dark spot. I had to see it. There ain't nothing that you did on the dirt that I don't know. Because I could tell you. There's a couple people come up to me and they start talking. I go, I know you talking to me. I'm going to tell you your dirt. And they run away. Because I said, Yahuwah, show me their darkest. And I'll tell them. I got in a heated conversation. I said, if I tell you what I know about you, you will be embarrassed to ever talk to me again. Because you won't know how to handle it as a human. And they run away. And Yahuwah told me that the low parts of Daniel, you didn't go as low as you think you went. That's a big one. There's people that, you can't hold a candle how low they went. You were just trying to figure it out. You just trying to figure out how to survive. And Yahuwah sustained you.
Praise.
Didn't he?
Praise Yahuwah.
Didn't he?
Absolutely. I know I shouldn't be here.
I know for a fact I'm supposed to be dead. But he sustained you. He sustained me. And guess what? That's why when Yahushua was in that house with that Pharisee, he was in there with a Pharisee. And that cat walked in, and that woman walked in, and he go, you know who she is? She was a hoe. And he said, he gave her what? A parable. Who? Where Brother Daniel go? His battery done ran out. There you go. Somebody done called him. He was in there going, who? Hey, if a person has done more and got bigger debts and you forgive that person, they gonna be more appreciative than the person that's done less. So because of that, that's why I keep preaching and teaching everybody out there, stop looking in the past. Yahuwah ain't dealing with you there. Once you get, that's the beautiful part, Daniel. He takes, because he's back there. He says, I'm the beginning and the end. So he's back there in your past. That's everybody's issue, Daniel. If they don't submit and repent to him, Yahuwah's back there in their past. But as soon as you repent, Yahuwah comes out of your past. And he never goes back there, Daniel. What do you think about that?
You're setting some people free tonight. Setting some people free because everybody talks about, man, is what you done did. Everybody talks about, no matter who it is, if you come from wherever.
Hold on, Dan. Hold on. Let me bring you back in. 1 second. Let me bring you back in. Go.
They talk about your past, like that's who you are, like that's what. Even though it's
Hey,
necessary.
Daniel, sign out, and come back in. Sign out and come back in. Sign out. All right. Because I saw, and I know it's gonna be on a recording. Like all of us that are here live, we are upholding for the people that's coming. And I'm telling y'all, Yahuwah showed me. You get in the trenches on the lives, but you make sure you do a great job for the people gonna watch the replay. Brother Dan, you back?
Absolutely.
All right, now you back. Now your lips on point.
I want to say, all everybody talks about is what you did, where you came from, and nobody wants. Some people don't even believe where you came from. They believe that they don't believe that you can change, but they don't even believe that Yahuwah can change you. That's the big part. I can believe you don't believe me, but believe in the things that Yahuwah can do. For man, things seem impossible, and at times they are impossible to man, but to Yahuwah, easy work.
Easy work.
Easy work.
Yahuwah is such a trip, Daniel. He done talked to me about all this. He goes, I don't know why people spend so much time in their past. He goes, because it's that death sentence. He goes, because I'm the beginning. And if they did dark in their past, they want to put me and my anger back and my rage back there. Why not come to the now? Faith is the substance of things we hope for now. And then I'm out of your past. Yahuwah comes immediately into your now, which is something I got you reading about now. Because the only time there is now. I got you. That's
no more juggling. It's all about rock steady now. Flip now over. It's one. I won. I won in Yahuwah.
One.
I want to say this. The brother was talking about the truth has been right in front of your face the whole time. It's been right under your nose.
Breathing.
That's it.
Latoya says, I'm tore up. This just set me free. What do you think about
that? Free indeed. Free at last. Free at last. Thank Yahuwah. We free at last.
What if Martin Luther King would have said, thank Yahuwah, I'm free at last?
Hey, they man, can I just be raw and say it?
Wow.
They kill him again.
They kill him again.
They kill him again.
Hey, if you really on the real with Yahuwah, you gonna be on that front
They
line.
don't want nobody to know that Yahuwah. See, they think. I like to say this. They think they can't wrap their whole mind behind this. That Yahuwah is not a man. They got him. That's why they can't figure out him being in the Shemia and down here at the same time, because it's hard to be in two places at once in your own body. So they think when he's the air, he is the substance. He's everywhere. And you said it. You said it the other day. We were put into Yahuwah on this earth. He was already on the earth. When you said, I know this, Kahal, when Brother Jay said, Yahuwah is not who you think he is.
Nope.
And everybody was thinking about his character. Or is he black? Is he white? Is he?
That's true.
What is he? He's the air. He's the substance. You the key. I'm going to bear witness to this. Family, listen to the songs again. But don't listen to them as music. Listen to the message and the teaching in those lyrics. Those lyrics are sent by Yahuwah through emissary Jay. These ain't written.
That's a fact.
They're written to deliver you from whatever it is and to elevate you into the Malakuta, the Yahuwah. As we drop the top back and we pull up. We pull it up with Yahuwah.
We pull it up, and it's and the jams are putting life into us and everybody around us that listens.
Hey, Yahuwah by my side, and my new jam is Vibe. And we vibing. And that vibe is it.
Hey, wait, you like that vibe, brother?
That vibe, that vibe is big. Hey, that brother has got so much range in his guidance. Come on now. That man, Yahuwah, it gave him a big toolbox. That man got range.
Hey, you gonna make me do something, man. You gonna make me do something.
Oh, I'm trying.
We're going late. Brother Daniel, we're going late, man.
Hey, this is super duper jam session.
This super duper. This is way out there late. Dang, y'all. We way late. Lena gonna be looking at me like, what in the world's going on in there?
Yahuwah!
Lena's going, hold on, I'm about to do something. Watch it. Before you get off here, I gotta do something for you, brother Dan. Hold on, I gotta do something. Just before you get off here, since you over flexing, talking that stuff. Hold on. Because he said you in the drop top. He done sent me a message. Brother Jay, when the vibe going to drop? I said, Brother Dave, the vibe dropped last night. You didn't know that, Dave?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know at all.
Sister Ashley was like, man, the vibe already dropped. Hold on. Since you over talking, we got to hook you up. Let me see. I'm pretty quick on the mic. I'm pretty quick on the. You hear what Scott said? My brother Scott said, he goes, man, Daniel, he gave me my first computer.
Man,
and I didn't know what to do with it.
It just goes to show you, you can do all things through Yahuwah, who empowers you and strengthens you.
I didn't know what to do, and he's like, now you put me on the computer. Y'all will not even believe.
See, I listen to. I'm gonna share something, Kahal.
Share that.
Listen to what he just said. I didn't know what to do. Most of us say, I can't. I don't know how. No, I didn't know. Once you know, you can do anything.
Anything.
When you say you can't do something, you already done shot yourself in the foot.
Right.
You already done put the roadblock up for Yahuwah. He can't help. He can't help you if you don't want to help yourself.
Draymond said, "This is like watching Yahuwah and his messengers converse on the mountain." That's true. Y'all dealing with a set apart conversation right now. It ain't on Spotify yet, Danielle. It'll be
Now
on there within 20. It's
that's
sometimes 24 hours. It'll be on there.
that's why I be rocking with Spotify. So
Hold on. Let me see if it's on Apple. I'm gonna see if it's on Apple, fam.
and
Hey,
then
we're
this
going
go.
late tonight. We're going. Daniel's the one caused us to go late tonight because we went into a groove.
Brother Blake, I got spotty apple.
A vibe is on Apple for a fact. Let me go check Spotty. Vibe is on Apple. It's live. I just checked it. Let me see what's going on. What's on Spotify? It ain't got on Spotify yet. Sometimes it'll take 24 hours to get over there.
I'm scared to use my TV back there because you know that they've been attacking me through the TV.
Hey, y'all watch Brother Daniel's face. Watch his face. Look at him.
Hey, I'm taking it back.
I got a mix. I got a mix. Hold on. I did a mix. You see that mix? I did a vibe taking it back mix. Now that's funny. I ain't realized that. Hold on. I forgot to click one thing.
We got the world premiere too. And Overseer Bill's title for his song, Thankful, in parentheses, thank you.
Thankful ain't no joke.
Oh no, this is the song that the title he said that we're gonna select for the 2 new songs.
Oh.
And then my song, Love Always.
Oh, you want a song called that?
Yes, sir.
Send me a text. Brother Bill, send me a message. Brother Daniel, go show you how to send me a private message. Brother Bill missing out on some stuff, ain't he, Dan? Tell him. He missing out on some stuff.
We're going to get him up to speed. Full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead. Let me get you dialed in right now. All right, I got it fixed. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I got us tight. This is going to be interesting to see Brother Bill. Because you see Brother Bill was cracking up. I was like, Brother Bill, you missing some stuff now.
All right, we going to get it right. He said, right up to speed.
Hey, if y'all go over on Apple, I got all of them. I don't miss none of that stuff, man, because man, PTT Music.
But you know, I'm gonna steal one of the sayings out of the saying, the Kahal saying. What they gonna do with this? What are they gonna do with this? You bought a high level CEO, executive type, bear witness of your fruit, your character.
Ex-senior vice president of Pepsi Cola, $500 million a year budget, Daniel.
And then your brother Scott, he been rocking with you. See what Scott said when you brought him on stage? He knew there was something special about you because most people don't do that. They limelighters. They wanted the limelight all by themselves. See, that's what I love about this Kahal. It ain't about us. It's about Yahuwah and the community, the kingdom, the Malakuta. That's what it's about. And we all lift each other up and support each other up.
Right. That's a fact. Scott came, he tell you, man, I think that's why Yahuwah put me in professional sports, playing in them stadiums with tens of thousands of people going nuts and everybody in autographs. And then finally I'm like, oh, that's cool, but autographs ain't giving me no inner happiness.
Right.
On television, TV shows, I've been offered, man, I'm telling y'all, I'm deep in Hollywood, like right now. I'm gonna bring. Hey, I'm gonna bring enough. You want me to bring some on, brother Dave? You want me to bring you? And I'll bring y'all some receipts. I can bring them on.
Stack,
I
stack,
can stack them.
stack.
I'll bring you on. I'm gonna get my boy that plays a part in almost every major movie. Jurassic Park, Charlie's Angels, whatever. I'm gonna bring him on. I'm gonna bring you the top commercial actor, like for years. He used to get paid $70,000 a year for being the pitcher in Europe of the Marlboro Man. Just be the pitcher. 70 G. I said, man, 10 years I watched him get paid. He got $700,000. And he one of my closest friends. And I told him what I'm doing. He says, man, I got your back. And he in Hollywood right now.
That's what it's about.
You see commercials when he be on. You'll see him. Applebee's, Chevrolet, right? They make and they go like, hey, if I call and say, man, I need you to do me a favor, they all go, we'll do it. You want to know why? Because I'm not afraid. I rock with Yahuwah, and I'm not weird. Yahuwah brought me out of a high-profile life, and I still got that mentality up there as one of them ones. But now I'm not one of them ones. But I was one of them ones at one time. Daniel.
Yes, sir.
You sure you ready?
I'm ready.
And I'm over vibing.
Okay.
Yeah. Feel the rhythm, the heart's aligned. Love so deep, transcends time. Hands together, standing strong. Yahuwah's name is where we belong. This is the fight. We move as one under the stars, beneath the sun. Yahuwah's love is lighting the way. Together we rise, no fear today. Oh, this is the fight. We move as one under the stars, beneath the sun. Yahuwah's love is lighting the way. Together we rise, no fear today. And every single step we take is part of the plan. Guided by Yahuwah's hand. Guided by Yahuwah's hand. Beat of truth is calling out, breaking through every fear and doubt. Let's get united, feel the flow. A higher vibe is all we know. This is the fight. We move as one under the stars, beneath the sun. Yahuwah's love is lighting the way. Together we rise, no fear today.
Man, come on.
Do with that. What they gonna do with that?
Hey, Daniel. What they gonna do with this? You ain't heard nothing.
Waves, I'm riding the waves. Your power moves the ocean and my soul obeys. Oh, waves, no fear in the sway. I'm anchored in your promise. No, I won't drift away. I'm riding the waves. Feel the current pulling strong. Can fight it on my own. Every wave that crashes down carves me into stone. Yahuwah whispers softly, child, don't be afraid. So I take a step that lifts me high, cause his favor never fades. Through the deep, through the wild, keep my eyes on the horizon. The horizon. Every faithful. I know it's your love that carries it all. Carries it all. Waves, I'm riding the waves. Your power moves the ocean and my soul obeys. Oh, waves, no fear in the sway. I'm anchored in your promise. No, I won't drift away. I'm riding the waves. The rhythm of the tide aligns with the beat of my heart. Each triumphs like a work of set apart art. The waters rise, but I'm ready for the test. Cause every storm I've weathered proves I'm truly blessed. Through the sea, through the deep, through the wild, keep my eyes on the horizon. On the horizon, the horizon, on the horizon. Every crust, every fall, I know it's your love that carries it all. It's your love, yo.
I be playing with it. I got a stable. I'm telling you, I got a game. I've
Love it.
already worked them. I've already got them complete. They sitting in the stable. I can bring about 30 more out like that.
Yeah, I love it. I love that. I love that. But that vibe, yeah, man, that is it. But I have a message for the Kahal.
Talk to him.
Kahal, we need to pray. We need to pray for a few sisters and a few brothers in the Kahal. We need to pray for strength, Yahuwah, to come upon them with this ruach and just love them, comfort them right now. And we definitely need to pray for Emissary Jay, Sister Lena, Young Kai, continue their support of our leader, Emissary Jay, sent by Yahuwah to finish up strong, to stay locked in. And we bear witness, man. This is him. This is Yahuwah. This is what Yahuwah has sent us. And like the sister Lorena said, they're not rejecting us. They're not rejecting Brother Jay. They're not rejecting the word. They're rejecting Yahuwah.
She said it.
You know, love y'all. Overseer Bill, we gonna get you up to speed.
Get him up to speed. Y'all put some fire emojis in the chat for
Love y'all.
Overseer Daniel Bakote in the trenches, loves Yahuwah with all he got. Breakthroughs coming from Brother Daniel because he going to another level. Yahuwah got me assigning him, and he said he accepted. So y'all put some fire emojis in the chat for Brother Daniel. We love you, Brother Daniel.
Love y'all, Kohal. Love you, Brother Jay.
Woo, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. I'm going to take y'all on this lesson, but I'm going to give y'all fire. This is going to come out very soon, this next one. We get ready to take it back. We're not going to sit around here and wait for somebody to give us anything. We don't need nobody to give us no handouts. We don't need nobody to give us concessions. They can even try to resist it. It's futile. It's vain. Yahuwah said, I'm taking it back through my people. How was you going to stop Masha? How? How was you going to stop Duid? How? How was you going to stop Abraham? You weren't going to stop him. So when Yahuwah says, I'm taking it back, that's what he means. So another jam that's about to drop is taking it back. I'll be right back.
Hey, I'm taking it back. Hey, I'm taking it. I like this. Everything, top to bottom. Yeah. New me. Let's go. I was slipping, I was losing myself. Now I got the power and I feel I can't fail. Brand new energy, if you can't tell. I just woke up one morning and I had to yell. I'm taking it back, I'm taking it back. Take control of myself, of my mind and my health. I'm taking it back, I'm taking it back. With Yahuwah on my side, I feel like I can't fail. Taking it back, had to switch up my direction. Didn't even seem to recognize my own reflection. I was eating out and my body started tripping. It started rejecting everything that I was given. Wait, I'm not passing judgment, I'm just speaking truth. Doing ordinary things that most people do. Thought I had control, but it wasn't true. Now I'm taking back the wheel, come and take a cruise while I take you on a ride. Make sure you ain't getting lost. change up my mindset, switching up my inner thoughts. And it's a process, cause the work is never done. Take it back, gotta take it back like a refund. I was slipping, I was losing myself. Now I got the power and I feel I can't fail. Brand new energy, if you can't tell. I just woke up one morning and I had to yell. I'm taking it back, I'm taking it back, take control of myself, of my mind and my health. I'm taking it back, I'm taking it back, with Yahuwah on my side, I feel like I can't fail. All this money I'm spending, got me going to debt. Lately I've been stressed, my life is a mess. Now I'm taking it back, I just gotta reset. Full speed ahead, changing quicker than a Corvette. Aiming to improve, a whole new attitude. Waking up, eating right, keeps me in a good mood. Shaking off the negative, that's what I'm gonna do. And if I could do it, I know you can do it too. Taking it back, cause I need balance. I knew it would be a challenge. Don't stop, gotta make it happen.
Man, y'all know that's fire. That's getting ready to drop like real soon. That's probably one of the next ones gonna drop. Look, I looked at the time. We done went so far over because I had all these special crazy guests that was off the charts. I'm gonna have to push the realest Revelation 22 to the Shabbat gathering. That's fair to my family. They need my time as well. Everybody, I've been going at it all day. I want y'all to come back, and if you're watching the replay, just go watch the set apart gathering taking place on the 22nd of January 2025. So I'm going to do Revelation, the realest Revelation 25. We will rename this one to make sure that it can coincide. It's going to be like something with the guests. It was just a bunch of love, a bunch of people that were like pouring in. I didn't know how everybody, I didn't know everybody's going to go in that deep. So I go with the flow. So I promise you tomorrow, the realest Revelation chapter 22 on, and we'll be there in the group. So y'all know, like if I go in a group, we'll be talking about it and we'll be interacting back and forth while we're going through it. So I hope all of y'all understand that I got to do that with the family. I done pushed it over the top today. So I'm proud of what we did as a family today. I ask that everybody really consider what we're doing here and go support at tsinfo.org. Like, go in your heart and go, look, this is extraordinary. And you got to see these different sides. You get to see people that you didn't expect, people that you knew, people in the behind the scenes, people that's working on translate. You got to see all these different people. And so when we come on here and we do lives, you don't know me personally. Almost everybody don't know me personally. But if you hung out with me for an hour, 1 hour, you're going to be like, that's my brother for real. He got my back for real. Everybody I meet, I love on them as if I am working through Yahuwah Mashiach. I'm not judging you. I don't care what you've done in your past. I know that if you repent and you call on Yahuwah and you never do it again, I got you. And I'm going to rock with you to forever. And all of these people you seen being with me that's in the world, they know I'll come and get them. Because I've studied the scriptures. I know what the foreigners who were peaceful and positive towards the people of Yahuwah, I know how Yahuwah treated them. And I'm interested to see what Yahuwah's going to do with them on the resurrection. I don't know. I wouldn't risk it if I was them. But I know that Yahuwah really, really says, all right, I'm cool with those people, how they treat my people. So he gives them a good life on earth, typically. So we'll be back tomorrow, 3:30. Watch your emails. If you're not on the database, let me put that up. Because if you miss it, there's two things you got to be on. There's two things you got to be on. You got to be on our Telegram, which is number one priority. So go to pttgram.com, and that's going to pull up Telegram on your phone. All right? I'm going to put that up. Go to pttgraham.com and do it on your phone. That's going to pull it up on your phone. You download Telegram free, and then we do all the first communications there. So you can't, like if you love Yahuwah and you ain't on our Telegram, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how do you not want to know all the best information, the most accurate information in the world? That's on PTT Graham where you get it first. All right. Now, next, because we're going to turn up our blogs. I'm hiring people for that, as a matter of fact. I'm hiring people for that. I want you to go to PTT, our newsletter. Easy. Put your email address in, and then you go on and just confirm it. All right. So look at the screen and in the chat. PromoteTheTruth.com/witness. In the chat, you can just click on it, and then you put your email address in there, and then it's going to send you a confirmation to your email, and you hit confirm. And then when we're doing the blogs, the announcements, you'll always see things coming in your email. And we got thousands of people on there, thousands of people on there. And I want you to always get the information. Y'all got it? But to close, we did a telethon today. I don't know where we're at with our numbers on our goals. The team tells me I get in the trenches and do what Yahuwah called me to do. The team's going to tell me this is the progress. And then I go, all right, we're connecting. The 144 I always got to protect. Always. By the way, like he did Abraham, like he did Yaakov, Yitzhak, Jacob, Isaac, like he did them, Masha, Dewey, Yahuwah until they died and went on and said, go rest. Once they went to go rest, he said, good. Until they went to rest, Yahuwah challenged them. Yahuwah challenged them. He said, you got to go do this now. You got to go take over this now. Go take over that nation. As of right now, we don't have to go out and get swords and spears and all that stuff and go battle with people. We got to go to tsinfo.org and go, all right, I got to contribute and support. I got to pray. I got to be in the chats. I got to be in the comments. I got to do the shares. That's our war. And if we can't do them little things, something ain't right. You got to go count the cost of the people that died like they talk about the military. Think about Yahuwah's military. Think about the people that had to go in and take over lands. Think about those people. I want you to think about when we do telethons, when we pull together. Some of y'all go, man, we got 2 or 3 of these a month. Yes. Why? Why? Ask yourself why. How are they going to know unless we go get it done? That's it. And it's very, very expensive to do it. At this level, to get to this height, it's expensive. But at the same time, it's cheap compared to eternal life and what Yahuwah's calling us to do. This ain't much. And so we put our lives on the line every day to build the kingdom. Think about what you want to do to support, how you want to support everybody watching it live and the replay. Go to tsinfo.org and get to the package level because I want your name on the t-shirt. But more importantly, I want y'all to get the hardcover. Like, it's crazy for you to see this on a replay and then you don't go get package qualified and get that stamped edition and go, I'm in on that, Yahuwah. I believed you to that. And if you don't believe, set back. Because Yahuwah's going to get his 144,000 before it's over with. And it's going to come through the 144. But that's all decisions and actions. Say it again. Decisions and actions. That's up to y'all. Y'all know where I stand on it. I go in every day. I'm going to keep going in. This will stay live all the way until the sun comes up tomorrow. That's how we do telethons. We keep it perpetuating because we're all over the world. We've got now close to 200,000 people. Everybody knows that sees this. It's your call. You see this message, you go support, and then we're going to give you the accolades. We're going to give you the recognition that you deserve for being a part of it. Just like we get into the kingdom of Yahuwah. Love y'all. We burned it up today. Y'all the best.